this filth.
And now.
That's fun.
Talk and rock.
The Big Dumb Fun Show.
Thanks for listening to the Big Dumb Fun Show. We are online at BigDumbFunShow.com. If you've got a smartphone, Android, Apple, BlackBerry, I almost said Blueberry.
Yeah. If you got a Blueberry.
If you've got a Blueberry, if you're still hanging out with the Blueberry crowd, download the TuneIn app. Type in Big Dumb Fun Show after you install that. Bookmark us as a favorite, and you can listen on your favorite mobile device.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your quarterly Kilroy with Jim Kilroy joining us back in Studio 4.
All right.
How are you doing?
Doing well.
Been a few months or so since we've had you, but you got a lot of new stuff coming up in the winter that you wanted to get off your chest.
He's having a baby.
But
How many
months along are you?
How many months until you tell people?
First, though,
I usually tell them about 9 months before.
And then you try to discourage them from going through with it. You and I have something in common, an affinity for Christmas lights.
Is that right?
Yeah, because you were out like putting Halloween lights up, and then you just posted you're up putting the Christmas lights on using the pole method, which I never thought was.
Yeah.
Are you successful with that?
Oh yeah, have you seen the little kind of the swirl?
Yeah, like the telescopic pole thing going on, or something.
I even went to picked up one that's longer when I was out at True Value Hardware.
Bragger.
So you don't get up on a ladder?
I know. I try to avoid ladders, so I got a big long stick.
Yeah.
That I can kind of
I've
get
heard
up over the branches. Yes.
Why would you know that?
I've just
just
heard.
heard.
Yes.
He asks around.
Check this out. Near 50th and Gateway in Riverside, I mean, I've done almost 40 trees in my neighborhood. I mean, you should see it.
Now, these are trees that you created yourself, or you're wrapping the trees?
I'm wrapping the trees, yeah. I mean, these are all my neighbors' trees.
Are they happy about that?
Oh, they're digging it. My neighbors all love me.
Especially
lady
because
brought
the
me a
extension
pie.
cords all run to your house.
Yeah, do they go to their own house?
No, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, I was like, man, you're paying for this?
I always wondered how people did that, and now it makes sense.
There's one guy. There's one nutcase in the neighborhood.
That's right, going around with inflatable
you see those
penguins.
around town and the kind of swirl look.
So the high trees, you just get a stick. I always do people
I mean,
climb trees, or they get on a ladder?
If it's a real tall tree, yeah, you're going to need a bucket or a ladder. But, I mean, most of these kind of small or medium-sized trees,
I didn't know if they hired KCP&L and then they just
they
build
got
them.
No, there's the cherry
double the
pickers
money.
out there.
Not north of the river. They hire Jim Kilroy.
Jimmy Christmas, that's my alter ego.
Jimmy Christmas. Now, I upgraded last year all LEDs. So I'm
you
saving
know
money
Jimmy
like
Christmas
crazy.
is saying? All light, all light, all light.
That's pretty good. So, you just wrapped up some stuff.
I did some more today. I mean, I'm going to keep going, really, up until probably about the 22nd or 23rd. I'm just going to keep adding lights. I got a few more little tricks up my sleeve.
Like what?
Put out. Well, I can't tell you.
You going with the LEDs, or are you staying with the old school?
It's a little
mixture?
Mix, yeah. I mean, I've made a huge buy off of Craigslist. Some guy had a bunch of lights last week, and it was
stolen.
It
just goes to other people's houses and steal their lights.
Was it a tangled mess, or did he have them actually organized?
They were kind of all wrapped up. Yeah, I had to go through them and
That's
see
good.
what still worked.
I think it's
But
funny.
I have had, I will tell you this, somebody in my neighborhood kind of had some lights on a strand that they just wrapped around a bush, and I was like, I pulled them off their bush and put it on the tree because it looks better.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I hate to be a Christmas light snob.
You're like the guy that goes into the Gap and straightens things up.
That's right.
So you're not the guy that does the Griswold houses?
I didn't really go that far. I mean,
Not
I like
yet.
to keep it kind of.
You're doing a neighborhood beautification
Oh
process.
yeah, I'm telling you. There's a number of widows in my neighborhood, and they dig it. They're very happy to see Jimmy Christmas coming along.
When
And,
Jimmy Christmas comes to
one
town.
lady brought me an apple pie over to my house.
When's it too early for Christmas lights?
Well, I probably started right after Halloween on my tree in my yard, and then I do this thing behind my house where I put all these lights up going up into the trees.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
You put
Check
Halloween
it out on my
lights up,
Facebook
though.
page, Jimmy Christmas. I created a little page.
Oh, sweet! I'll look it up.
Yeah.
wanna see
Now,
this.
you just wrapped up a couple of the
Let's
club
touch on
wars,
some of the
right?
wars that happened since I've been in here. First of all, let's go Metal Wars. That was one that started early last year. That was Too Cold for Spiders. We're the winner of that deal.
Nice.
And what did they get for that?
It was $1,000, some recording time at Chapman and Brown Bear Printing. The T-shirt sponsor gives them like 36 custom shirts of, they can put their band logo on it.
That's
of course,
awesome.
Trophy cup.
Yeah, the prizes are always great.
Yeah, Nico Yak, that's the guy that won the Ultimate Hip Hop Artist thing.
Ooh.
I was wondering what the response was. Because we talked to you about halfway through, and it had a rough start, and then it kind of got into it.
It did start kind of slow, but it went on, and, a lot of these guys that were in it all express interest in doing it again next year, so, it's
going to happen again?
Oh, definitely.
Cool.
Definitely going on.
Yeah.
You bet.
And then you had what was
the Battle for Freaker's Ball, the big deal. Striving
Yeah.
for Cairo won that deal.
And they opened up and they had a huge response. I heard a lot of good stuff about them after. What was they opened up for? Was it Five Finger Death Punch or who was working at this?
You put me on the spot.
I know.
Oh,
You probably go to like 1,000 concerts. It's tough to keep them straight. But,
I'm telling you.
but I heard it was that the opening act was great.
Yeah.
You know, and you get a little radio press for that, and so it's good stuff.
How many wars do you do a year?
I did probably. There was, I think, 8 different
Yeah.
winners of something.
That's
we did
crazy.
last
And
year,
you're going out, you're getting all the
these
awards.
different venues because you're doing it not just at the Aftershock. You're
Yeah,
also out
man,
at
you want me to
Harrah's
list them
Casino.
off? Yeah, Knuckleheads,
The Uptown Theater.
Beaumont Club, the All-Star Bar, Granada and Lawrence, Tremors up in St. Joe.
You got like a short list, and you have to name them. But you have a short list of people that you just don't do anything with anymore. That they screwed you. I say you don't have to name them, but do you have those?
There's some people in it.
It's all right. You can tell us. You can say Big Dumb Fun Show. I know you're here, but
That would be hilarious. Like I don't recommend anybody going on the Big Dumb Fun Show.
As he's speaking to us.
There's a few people that I just kind of, hey, I haven't always had a good luck working with, and I'm sure there's some people that feel that way about me.
Mm-hmm. I've heard.
No,
I don't. No, but that's. Are there any new stuff? Any new talent? I know that you're probably one of the main guys that gets asked that.
Well, like I'm saying, I think there's a number of some guys that have been in bands that are kind of putting together new stuff. And people, there's a few of those kind of things going on.
Yeah, we talked not too long ago with the new face of Collapse coming in, and those guys came in. Of course, they had this little split up, and then immediately got right back in the saddle.
Right.
And now they're recording some new stuff. So that's going to be some exciting stuff coming down too.
Cassie, there was an In-Like. She's got a new band going.
Yeah, what is it?
Waiting on Forever.
Waiting on Forever. That's supposed to be just killer.
They're good.
And then Wes, who I guess her ex-boyfriend is now doing something else.
Okay, and I haven't heard that.
Yeah, he's doing something else with this lady. I know her from church, but I know she's an excellent singer, and so he's got his own thing going on. So there's a lot of growth, a lot of the new stuff. Yeah,
sure.
But that's all coming up.
You've been around quite a while doing this
Yes.
with
trying to say you're old.
magazine. No, I'm just saying that you've probably seen these cycles of bands. And many of the same people that are playing together, break up, reform as something else.
Exactly. People come on the scene, they're hot for a while, and then where did they go?
Yeah. Or they get big, and they move out and they forget Kansas City altogether.
Well,
you dealt with that a little bit? Yeah. Can you stick around another segment?
Of course.
All right, when we come back, I want to talk more about the Bonsai Awards specifically coming up because that's going to be here in just a few weeks or so.
Yeah.
Right? And then we'll talk more about Jimmy Christmas. I just liked you on the Facebook page.
Good deal.
Be back with Jim Kilroy next on the Big Dumb Fun Show.